as a whole, the writing process for the new record probably started, this is where I get a little gray area for me, because Rob compiles riffs throughout the year. I know that, but when he started really putting together structures, oh man, when would he have sent me that? I don't even know what month it is now.
Yeah, the little bits and pieces, exactly, they're floating around from wherever, here and there. I actually do know that the intro to Humanicide, the rhythm of the intro to Humanicide actually was on a thing I recorded when we were on tour, on the Slayer tour, which was 2 years ago by now or something almost. But I wouldn't really consider that like the writing. It's just like jamming and putting ideas out. You're doing that all the time.
The writing process for Humanicide began around like March of 2018. That's when the initial ideas started coming about. That's when I think Rob started getting the wheels in motion for writing.
To really focus on this record and start writing songs was about, I'd say, about a year ago now.
I pretty much started right off the bat. You know, when he sends me a song, I'll usually jump right into it. This time he sent me like 5 songs at once. I was like, whoa.
Some just have a click track. Some, if I have an idea for drums, I'll just use MIDI drums and put beats together and grooves and stuff and start arranging that way. But sometimes I just want to see what's going to happen when Will's going to just start playing like an organic vibe. So I won't put drums on there. So it'll leave it open for some interpretation when we jam.
He would email them to me, and I would learn them at home, and then we would come in together and make demos. And that's pretty much how we did the last 2 albums. Relentless Retribution, that was pretty much all of us jamming together because we were a brand new band. Damien and I were, especially Damien, he was really new, and I was pretty new as well.
Will and I were new to the band, so writing the album also involved rehearsing just to get a general vibe in the chemistry.
And Rob would just show us the riffs in the studio. We'd jam as a band, and that was fun doing it that way. But this current album was done like the last 2. Rob would just riff stuff onto a click track and email it to me, and I like it that way too because it gives me some time to plan out my beats and get acquainted with the riffs and the arrangements and change the arrangements. You know, when you're jamming with the whole band and you're working on new stuff, everyone's throwing in ideas all at the same time, and that can be good and that can be bad. And I like it both ways, but I think I prefer it the way Rob works nowadays, with just emailing me the riffs, and I get some time to stew over it, if you will.
Rob and Will come in here and hash it out, you know, and they'll mic up Will's kit, and Rob will basically make, you know, a rough demo of it, and then he'll give me those, and that's much more fun to write over than just a click track on the riff. But I will do that. One by one, he starts, you know, recording bass on it. I mean, recording Damien, you know. Damien laying down the bass.
Once Rob got about 5 or 6 demos, he called me up, gave them to me. I didn't really start working on it. I just listened to it for a little bit to try to visualize in my mind what I wanted to hear on bass. And then also at the same time, I really didn't bother learning any riffs because I figured I could just go to Rob's. He could kind of show me the rudimentary riffs, and then I could take it back and try to mesh it with my ideas. So it was like a week he showed me the riffs. I went home, just worked on it a little bit every day. The next week he had the next batch of 5 or 6 demos ready for me, and got together, he showed them to me, spent another week working on it, and then I had about 2 weeks of basically just coming home every day and going into my garage and working on the music anywhere from an hour to 3 or 4 or 5 hours.
It's basically how they generally start, and they'll be like guitar and drums to begin with. Start arranging and seeing what I hate, picking out what I don't like, and fixing parts, moving stuff around.
So when I got the 4 or 5 at once, then I kind of threw off my usual ritual. I just kind of listened to them through and then attacked ones that I thought came more naturally, and I got rid of those, and I attacked the ones that didn't come naturally on purpose. I wanted to get difficult ones that weren't gelling out of the way first, so ones that I thought were really obvious or just had that natural kind of, that immediately a melody came to me, I put those on the back burner. I wanted to attack the ones that were a bit more difficult.
We started in March 2018. Then we took a break around in April, May to do New Zealand, Australia, and Asia. Then we had a few one-offs in June in Europe to do some festivals, but then writing started commencing around June, July, and August, and we went in about in September. So it's about a total of a 5-month process with a lot of stuff going in. So like March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months.